at Gillette Stadium. Ashland is the Super Bowl champion of Division 6 and the winner of the Aganis Trophy.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Walker Field. No, I'm sorry, not Walker Field. That's at the middle school. This is the Cunis Athletic Complex at Ashland High School. It's September 11. The opponent here for the Ashland field hockey team is Holliston, the Holliston Panthers. We're close to starting. I think if the cameras are on it down there right now, we're having the captains and coaches meet with the officials to go over the basic rules that have changed this year. There isn't anything really unusual, really significant. Just some clarifications. And on the penalty corners, when the penalty corners are taken, when the defense and the offense are ready, the official will blow a whistle for the injector to take the initial pass back on the penalty corner. That's the only real difference. Goalies have to have numbers on front and back now when it used to just be on the back. So I don't see the Ashland goalie with a shirt on that has a number on the front. Hopefully she'll put that on in time so I'll be able to tell you who that is. I have a number 00, Carly Larson, who's a senior, who's likely to be their starting goaltender. The rest of the roster for Ashland, number 2 is Maddie Reynolds. She's a senior. Number 3 is Peyton Tripp, a sophomore. Number 4 is Alyssa Brown, also a sophomore. Number 5 is Ellen Child, a senior. Number 6 is Nico Ostaris, a freshman. Number 9 is Ashley Forster. She's one of the captains. She's a junior. Number 10 is Haley Katz, also a sophomore. Number 11 is Abby Lombardo, a senior. Number 12 is Hannah Roberts, a junior. Number 16 is Erin Hickey, a sophomore. Number 20 is Raina Quitt, a sophomore. Number 21 is Allie Hickey, also one of the captains, co-captains. She's a senior. Number 22 is Brooke Nathanson, a junior. And number 26 is Ruby Hazadian, a sophomore. And I have a suspicion that Hazadian is also a goaltender, so we'll hopefully get the right one by number. The Holliston Panthers are led by coaches Healy and Hickey, assistant coach. Healy's the head coach. The Holliston players are sideways to us here, so I can't see any numbers to tell you who their captains are. Their players, their roster: number 4, Anderson Hastings; number 5, Ellie Culver; number 6, Bridget Malvey; number 8, Anna Barrett; number 9, Isabella Oliveira; number 13 is Kayla Friedman; number 2 is Sarah Schillings; number 18 is Ava Lombardi; number 19 is Abigail Lanigan; number 20 is Charlotte Dagno; number 21 is Anna Gebsky; number 15, I don't know what that came out of order here, is Amelia Lanigan; number 99 is Julia Gallipo; number 27 is Margaret Freechecker, Freechecker. Number 12 is Olivia Ledoux, and number 20 is Caroline Weyes. Okay, the meeting with the officials has ended. Final instructions being given by the coaches. It looks like a number 60 for the Holliston goalkeeper, and I don't have a number 60 listed here. We'll try to fill you in on all the players that are on the field starting as they come out. If you can see colors there, it's a little hard with the reflection, but ignore all the white football lines. We play yellow on the sideline. Of course, the 50 is white, but that's really not a relevant line for field hockey that we worry about. It's yellow on the end line. The circle line is yellow. Ignore the big right yellow circle around the big A. That doesn't refer to us. I think that's soccer. For the Clockers, I see number 10, number 11, forwards, number 16, 10 and 11. Ashland has the ball to start, by the way. They must have won the coin flip or Holliston deferred, one or the other. The Clockers will have the ball to start the first and second quarters. Holliston will have the ball to start quarters 3 and 4. We play 4 15-minute quarters. On the whistle, we will start. And there's the whistle. That's number 16, Aaron Hickey taking the hit, the initial hit.
Is that better?
The ball goes into Holliston territory, and it's controlled back and forth by red and white, and eventually the Clockers take it inside the 25-yard line. I will refer to the football lines for reference purposes, but they don't have anything to do with us. That last touch was off of red. Wrong line. Oh, she's using black. So yellow is soccer. Okay, so we're using black. That's what we're using for the sideline. So there must be a black line in there or a blue line for the circle. So yellow is not our line. That's soccer. Okay, the free hit on the sideline, the side hit was taken by Ashland, and it works its way back down into Holliston territory. It's controlled by Holliston on the far side. There's a whistle, fouled by Ashland. It'll be a free hit for red, free hit Holliston. The pass goes inside the 20 and back out. The 25 is relevant to our sport, and when we have a situation there, I'll explain that to you. Again, that's a push on 15 Holliston. It's an Ashland free hit. It'll have to come back about 5 yards before she takes it. Yeah, the official Bob Dwyer on the far side. And on the near side, on our side, is Michelle Conley. Okay, the free hit goes over to the far side. Again, with the sun glare, I'm having a little bit of trouble picking up those numbers on the far side. But anyhow, it comes onto this side. The wings on this side are 10 and 11 again. Hilly Katz and Abby Lombardo. Controlled by Katz. Taken away by Holliston, and the ball is dribbled up, but a nice defensive play by Allie Hickey there to stop the advance by Holliston, and at about the 35. She controls it, passes it to Katz. Again, there was a red stick in there, red player who intercepted the pass and sent it up to about the 50. Stopped again by the Clocker defense. Number 5 is down there, Ellen Child. Number 20, Raina Quitt. Number 5, Ellen Child. Okay, we have a free hit on the far side. It looked like it was a side in, went out of bounds off of Ashland. So Holliston takes the ball, passes it back, and then in towards goal. Ashland intercepts, but that pass, if it goes out, is out of bounds. It'll be a red side in. It's number 4 taking the side in for Holliston, Hastings. She passes it back again to a teammate. And they work the ball inside the 20. We're looking to get inside that circle. Any shot, any goal only counts if it's taken from inside the circle. So that's important. And any free hit inside the 25 has to travel 5 yards or be touched by another player before it goes into the circle. Anyhow, the ball is inside the Ashland circle. Holliston controls. There's a foot advancing, it's called, against Holliston. Ashland has the ball out to the 16. Pass by Ellen Child over to the near side. Didn't catch the number she passed it to. And anyhow, there's a violation by Ashland. And again, Holliston had the free hit, but Ashland controls. The Ashland Clocker defense is keeping Holliston on their heels. Whenever there is a violation and a free hit for Holliston, the Clockers take charge. There's a foot, red foot. No, it didn't get called. When I say foot, I'm referring to the ball hitting the foot of the defensive or the offensive player. And that's a violation, and it would go to the other team. Up that ball. Now, that was sent out by red. Yep, good call. That hit the Ashland foot out of bounds. Again, it's red with the ball. Ashland controls it. 10 and 11, the players on this, that was number 4. That was for Ashland. That was Alyssa Brown. Trying to get the pass over to Haley Katz, is intercepted by Holliston. Again, Ashland controls, sent up to Abby Lombardo. Lombardo's got a bit of a breakaway. She passes it to her teammate, which is Ashley Forster. Forster passes it to the wing on the far side. Didn't catch a number there. Again, she passes it. The ball's in the circle. It needs to get shot by an Ashland player to count as a goal. No control there, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Ashland, so it'll be a 16-yard hit for the Holliston Panthers. And 16-yard hit means the ball comes out from the goal line, from the baseline, 16 yards. That's more like 21 there. But anyhow, again, Holliston is unable to get the ball moving very smoothly. Little bits and pieces as it moves up 5 yards, 3 yards at a time, and they finally get it over the 50, inside the 30. Number 12 over there on the far side controlling the ball. That's Ledoux. She's intercepted. Again, controlled by Ashland. There's an opening there. If she can... No, unable to get it through, but she still controls it. That's Ellen Child over there. She's apparently the wing on the offensive wing on the far side on the right side. Looked like Alyssa Brown passing it up inside the 20. Controlled by Holliston. Attempted a pass. Again, it's intercepted by the Ashland defense. Ashland's doing a good job of controlling the ball. They haven't been able to get it into the circle for very long. That attempted a pass by the Ashland defensive player, number 21, Ashley Hickey, goes out of bounds. So it'll be a side in way down deep at about the 10-yard line for Holliston. So it'd be a good chance here for Ashland to keep the ball down there and keep the offensive play going. Again, intercepted. Looked like it was off a white stick. Yep, it's a red side in. Pass goes inside and up, and again intercepted by Ashland, but not controlled. It's Oliveira controlled it for Holliston. Foul on Ashland. Free hit Holliston. Again, Ashland defense is strong. Won't allow Holliston to get anything going inside that 20 or 25-yard line. Ball goes over to the far side for Ashland. Nice pass over there on that wing. Oh, nice dribble around that Holliston player, and that's number 3, Peyton Tripp. She controls it, still has control. Finally, there's a violation, a whistle against Holliston. Free hit, Tripp takes it. Ball bounces inside the 20. Nearly controlled there by Ali Lombardo. But it stays in. Child passes it, comes back out. Ashland defense again strong. Raina Quitt passes that ball up to Haley Katz. Katz unable to control it, but it stays down. Nice stop by Katz on that pass from Brown. Fought for in there by a red and a white. Ashley Forster, the offensive player. It's a side in for Ashland. She gets it through. Deflected forward. Again, it's going the right way. Alyssa Brown, foul against Holliston. No. Let's see, what's he pointing to? Yeah, it is Ashland ball. The foul against Holliston. He was pointing up this way to tell the player where to take the hit. It's on the 25, which means now the ball will have to be passed or travel 5 yards and touched by another player before it can go into the circle. That's why you'll see them pass the ball backwards if it's on the 25. They can go forward, but sometimes going back gives you more forward progress than going forward. In any case, Ashland's unable to get the ball into the circle. The ball travels over to the far sideline, controlled by Holliston. And that player gets it down inside the 20, passes it to the center of the field. Again, broken up by Ashland. Clockers are playing strong defense right now.
Nice day to be out. We just keep getting winners.
Nice. Not the third party in there. No, I guess not. Must have been an Ashland foot. So it's a free hit at the 20. He's taking it from the. It's outside. Yeah, it's right on the 25. Okay, so it needs a 5-yard travel. The control is there. It's travel 5 yards. It can go into the circle now. Pass across net. Wow, that was a good opportunity. But the Ashland defensive player, I think Brooke Nathanson, was there to break it up. It went off of her stick. No, it went off the Holliston stick. So it's a 16-yard hit for the Clockers at that blue circle line. Looks like a lighter blue than the dark blue that's on the sideline. Again, pass into the circle. Controlled by the Clockers, out of bounds. I thought that was out of bounds. Anyhow, it is coming out at the 16 for the Clockers. Free hit at the 16, straight out from there. Yep, it was out. She did call it out. Hard pass. It stopped by the Clockers. Looked like it hit the Ashland foot. Raina quit. As long as, if there's a foul like that, but there's no loss of possession by Holliston, the whistle is held and not blown, and the play continues. So that's what happened. If you did see that Quitt's foot impact the ball. It's a hold whistle for the ref. It's advantage, disadvantage. Again, the Clockers break up any kind of offensive play the Panthers might have had going. Asteris is the one that passed it over to the far wing. It's inside the circle now. Not controlled by the Clockers, but they have the numbers, 3-1. Panther defense has come back down in now to take control and not allow the Clockers to get a corner. We have about 3:15 to go here in the first quarter. No score. There hasn't been a corner for either side. There hasn't been, I don't think the Clockers have taken a shot. And the Panthers just within the last minute took a shot, but it wasn't on goal, it went out of bounds. The defenses are ruling right now, especially the Clocker defense. The defense will win you games, but you got to put it in the net as well. It's a nice pass to the center of the field by Holliston, number 2. She passes it in front of the goal, but the player down in goal unable to control it, and there is a violation, probably a foot. It was an Ashland foot. So we finally have a corner, as I was talking about not having a corner. So here we have 6 defensive players for the Clockers at the 50, 4 in the net, including the goalie. And on the whistle, that player with the ball will inject the ball to one of her teammates up at the top of the circle. The ball has to leave the circle, come back in, and a shot taken would be a goal. If the shot were to be taken from outside the circle, it wouldn't count, and the Clockers would get the ball. That was ruled a dangerous hit. It was high and not in control, so it's a 16-yard hit for the Clockers. That's Raina Quitt taking the free hit at the top of the circle. Kind of a topped ball. That wasn't considered dangerous because it was sort of arced up. Okay, it was controlled on the far side. I think that was Peyton Tripp. She lifted the ball. It did hit a Holliston player, and it wasn't ruled dangerous, so the Clockers got the free hit, and now again they've come down. Oh, a nice pass across net, but there's nobody there. Abby Lombardo, senior Abby Lombardo, hoping somebody was there, but they couldn't recover quick enough to get that pass and take a shot on net. We're down to about 1:05 to go in the first quarter. No score still. No shots on net by either team. Okay, we have a free hit at the 40-yard line by the Panthers. Intercepted again. Again, the Clockers have a ball inside the 40, inside the 30, pass to the wing. It's controlled over there. Stays inbounds. Pass back and forth between the two teams. It finally hits an Ashland leg. I guess it was a stick. I thought it was a leg. Anyhow, Panthers control. Dribble down. Number 12 for the Panthers. Makes a nice play to get it downfield. That's Ledoux. It's inside the circle briefly. Kicked out, not by foot, but by stick by the Clockers. And there's the horn, the end of the first quarter. So we have no score here at the Cunis Athletic Complex. 0-0 after one quarter. We've had no shots, no saves by either goalie. I'd like to identify the Ashland goalie, and it is 00, and that's Carly Larson. I see the number on the back. I couldn't see the one on the front. So the Ashland goalie is Carly Larson, a senior. No saves yet. There was one shot that was that went out of bounds to her right. We have a 2-minute intermission between the first and second quarter. I'd like to identify the Ashland coaches. Of course, I didn't get a chance to do it at the beginning of the game. The head coach is Molly Bennett Foley, and her assistants are Katie Blasey and Melissa Mispelli. I believe this is at least Coach Foley's 4th season on the sidelines for the Clockers. By my calculation, it's about 4, could be 5. And I think both assistants have been here around the same time. Katie Blasey is also the JV coach, and Melissa Mispelli is the varsity assistant. Both Molly Foley and Melissa Mispelli played here at Ashland High School. Foley played in college at Bridgewater, I think, Bridgewater State. And there's the horn to end the 2-minute between periods break. And there's the whistle by the officials and the clock. The team should be breaking right now and heading back out to the field. I remind you again, it'll be Clocker ball to start the second quarter as well. Holliston will have it for the start of quarters 3 and 4. Okay, that's 18 again. Oh, no, we don't have 18. Must be 16. Must be Erin Hickey taking that pass back or whatever they want to call it. Doesn't have to be passed back. It could be driven into the offensive end. And she needs to be, yeah, she can be on the other side of the 50. That's not offside. She's putting the ball in play. And there's an aerial dribble attempted an aerial dribble by Ashley Forster. It must have been ruled dangerous, or it maybe hit her in the chest, and that was why Holliston got the ball. An aerial dribble is a legal move. Instead of moving the ball on the ground, a player can lift the ball up and walk or run downfield, or whichever way she wants to go, dribbling that ball off of her stick. It's a very difficult and learned skill, but executed properly, it can give the team 10, 15, 20 yards downfield without having it hit the ground. Anyhow, again, the Ashland defense is strong. Ball's off a red stick, so it'll be a side in for white. And that'll be taken by Katz right in front of us here on the near side. Peyton Tripp is intercepted. But again, the Clocker defense is strong. Allie Hickey controls it, sends it to the center of the field. Hickey's there again. It makes its way through, picked up by number 20 for the Panthers. That's Waris. Holliston again controls. It's sent into the circle. Shot on net. That's a save for Larson. And it's sent out of bounds by the Clockers, so it'll be a side in, red. She sends it down the near sideline. It's a nice way to get the ball 15, 20 yards downfield, but it was deflected off of her teammate's stick and went out of bounds. So the Clockers have a side in deep in their own territory. They get it up. Center of the field again. Nice attempt at a pass by 16. That's Hickey. It finally gets through. Almost makes it to Maddie Reynolds. She would have had a breakaway if she could have gotten it. Okay, right in front of us we have Raina Quit taking the side in at the 45-yard line. Now, she doesn't have to drive that ball. As she comes out, she can just dribble it out, and that's off a red stick. She can just dribble it out. She doesn't have to drive it. The defense has to be, on all free hits, the defense has to be at least 5 yards away from the player taking the hit. That's out of bounds off White, so it'll be a side in for Holliston, number 9, Isabella Oliveira taking it. Stop. Nice defensive play. That's a stick tackle there by Katz. Followed by Ashland. Free hit. Taken by Hastings. Hastings' pass downfield is intercepted by the Clockers. Again, the Clocker defense is just not allowing the Holliston to get that ball down inside very easily. They've been down there. They've gotten a shot. They've had a corner. The Clockers have not had a corner yet. Okay, we have a free hit, but I can't. Yep, it's red, but the official wants it back where the foul took place, which is 20 yards further from where the player thought she could take it from. It's down at the 30-yard line. Fought for there. Allie Hickey controls it, gets it to the sideline. That'd be a 5. Yep, she controlled it. That was a hold whistle. That was Peyton Tripp. Ball's inside the circle now. Driven out. Violation on Holliston. It's Ashland's getting their first corner. With 10:40 to go in the first half, second quarter, the Clockers have their first offensive corner. I'm trying to get the numbers there. The injector on the near side appears to be Haley Katz. On whistle, she can drive it out to one of her teammates. The ball has to leave the circle, come back in. Shot has to be taken from inside the circle to be called a goal. Whistle blows. Katz passes it out. It's outside. It's back in. We're looking for a shot now. Shot's taken. Looks like it hit a Holliston player. See what the call is. It's out of bounds. What is it? It's a 16. It went off of Ashland. Apparently didn't touch anybody on that shot. And so it'll be a free hit at the 16 for the Panthers, straight out from where it went out of bounds. Again, Holliston's unable to get it out of their own territory. Ailey Hickey again controls it, gets it into the circle. It's driven out to the side. I'm assuming that was off of red. I didn't see the call. No, it must have been a centering pass by the Clockers, and it went out of bounds. So it'll be a free hit. Usually if the defense is trying to get the ball out of the circle, they'll drive it to the sidelines. Again, controlled by the Clockers. Nice pass. Inside the circle. That's number 3. Oh, shot on goal. That's a save. That was Peyton Tripp taking the shot, I believe. Haley Katz made a nice play to get it to her. Controlled again by the Clockers in the offensive zone. Raina Quit inside to Tripp. Tripp. Somebody tripped. Oh, no, he's calling a corner. He's calling a corner. The Holliston Grill went down. But there's a corner called by official on the on that end, Bob Dwyer. So the Clockers right away get their second corner. Again, we have Haley Katz, the injector. She's taken that injection on this side. She can take it from either side, and it's 10 yards away from that side of the goal. So on whistle. And whistle blows, injection's taken, the ball's outside the circle. Controlled, it's inside, shot, and it misses. So it'll be a 16-yard hit for the Panthers. Katz and Hickey are involved in the pass receiving and shooting on the play the Clockers have going. No, that was an Ashland foot. Allie Hickey, not Allie Hickey, Raina quit on that one, so it'll be a free hit for the Panthers from their own 35. Again, the Clockers take it away. Pass from Tripp to Reynolds. Reynolds gets it into the circle. Goal! Clockers, Ashley Forster. So that was Tripp and assist. Forster gets the goal. Tripp got an assist, and I can't remember who the initial pass was from before Tripp. In any case, with 7:12 to go in the second quarter here, the Clockers have taken a one-goal lead on a goal by Ashley Forster. Captain Ashley Forster, a junior. Okay, the pass back, free hit at the 50 after the goal is taken by the by number 12, Ledoux for the Panthers. Ledoux gets it back. She's inside the 25, inside the 20, in the circle, but she's being marked down there by Ellie Hickey, and Hickey raised her arm to say, hey, it went out of bounds, and she was right, of course, and Clockers will have a 16-yard hit. That was a nice defensive mark job by Hickey. Stayed right with her, didn't foul. Nice spin move by Hickey on that play too. And it gets free on the far side. Oh, tough play there by Clark inside the circle. Maddie Reynolds was there waiting for it, trying to get that pass. It did go out of bounds, I believe, off of Holliston. Where do we have the ball? I don't see it. Where is it? And I can't. There was no signal. I'm sure he's telling him what to do. I think it's a 25. No, it's a 16. It's off of Ashland. A little unclear on that signal. Or if there was one, I didn't see it. Anyhow, again, the Clockers control it. They will not, the defense and the forwards will not allow Holliston to get anything going. And that's the way to win a game. Keep the ball in the offensive zone and don't let the other team move for very long into their own shooting area. Again, free hit Clockers. It's a side inside the 25. It's actually on the 18, so that means it has to go 5 yards. And that, it didn't, but it was touched by another player, so that if it had gone into the circle, it would have been okay. Miss hit there by Forster, and I think they might have called a high stick on her. But again, it's intercepted by the two wings on this side, Reynolds and Tripp. It stays in. It's almost out of bounds. Stays in. Would have been off of Holliston. Holliston controls it. That's Friedman. Friedman to number 2. I don't have a number for her unless it's 12. Yeah, I'm seeing some numbers for Holliston that I don't have down on my my roster here. In any case, again, the Clockers keep the ball out of the offensive zone. The Holliston offensive zone, their own defensive end. Ball goes out of bounds. 16-yard hit for the Clockers. 4:13 to go in the second quarter. Clockers with a 1-goal lead. A little bit of a loop free hit taken there. Little collision, clock it down, save. That wasn't a save by the goalie. That was a save by one of her defensive players. I think that was number 20 making that save. Raina Quit. Yes, it was Quit. It wasn't a very hard shot, but still she was there. That would have been the tying goal. Number 13, Lombardi, taking the free hit for the Holliston. Seems to me that guy went into the circle without being touched, but I don't know. It wasn't called, and a corner's called. Again, if it had gone directly into the circle off of her free hit, without her controlling the ball for 5 yards, it would have been a violation, would have come out. Instead, there's a violation in the circle by the Clockers. It's Holliston taking their second corner. Injections taken. The 6 Ashland players at the 50 are hustling down to try to get in and help on defense. Nice deflection, excellent save. And it's out of bounds. That was a ball that was deflected high, and Larson made a wonderful save with her glove hand. And she directed it down. It went out of bounds off Ashland, so it's a 25-yard hit for the Panthers. Again, that ball has to travel 5 yards or be dribbled or controlled by somebody on the red side for it to be allowed to go into the circle. Oh, right in front. Shot. It was saved by the defensive player. Again, Larson didn't make the save. Looks like it hit it. No, it didn't. Open play going on still. It's back and forth. Clockers are playing a very tight defense. They're marking every person that gets. Well, that was an Ashland foot there. Yeah, she saw it. It wasn't intentional, of course. It'll be a free hit at about the 30 for the Panthers. We have 1:40 to go here in the second quarter. And it's sent. That's a violation. Oh, that was at the 30. I'm sorry, my mistake. She sent it in because the ball was, the free hit was taken at the 30. It has to be taken at the 25 or further in to go 5 yards or controlled 5 yards. And it's out of bounds off of White, I believe. Side in red, 1:13 to go. She self-starts. She tries to get it into the circle. It does travel 5 yards out of bounds off of Ashland. It should be a 25-yard hit from what I could see here. Yeah, it's a 25-yard hit, which means the ball goes out to the 25 for the offensive team. She dribbles it 5 yards. She controls it, so that's legal, and she can go into the circle now with that. That's why she went backwards. But it doesn't make it in. The Clocker defense is stout again. And it looked like Ailey Hickey trying to pass that ball to the wing on the near side. Nobody gets it. Nobody touches it. It's out of bounds off the Clockers. It's a side in for Holliston. 30 seconds to go. Long way yet to get in there and get a goal. So hopefully the Clockers can maintain the lead here through the first half. 20 seconds. It's a free hit, a little disorganized. The hit's finally taken, intercepted by Reynolds. Reynolds sends it up. Looks like it's going to end here now with a 1-goal lead for the Clockers. It's 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's out of bounds, and that's it. There's the horn, and the Clockers, after one half here on Wednesday, September 11 against the Panthers, they have a 1-goal lead. 1-0 Ashland over Holliston. We have a 5-minute halftime now. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of the Ashland field hockey game with Holliston, the Holliston Panthers here at the Cunis Complex. The score after one, this is Bob Tarosian. Coach T, as a lot of the kids used to call me when I coached here at Ashland High School. The score is 1-0 in favor of our Clockers. The Panthers will have the ball to start the third and fourth quarters, as you can see. sun is setting to our left, so the Panther goalie will have the sun in her eyes, which I think is probably if the Clockers won the toss. They decided to have them be shooting towards the end to our right, which was a smart move. Anyhow, the Panthers control. They get it down inside the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10, it's inside the circle. There was a Clocker player that went down. I don't think she was fouled necessarily. The official is calling it Panther ball. I can't tell where the violation. It's definitely going to be inside the 25, which makes a difference as far as passing control goes before it goes into the circle. He's standing on the spot. He wants him to take the free hit at the numbers, at the 10-yard mark. And that wasn't 5 yards, and she passed it right into the circle. Anyhow, there's a shot on goal. Larson made the save. There's another shot wide. And I'm guessing it was off of Holliston. It was, so it'll be a 16-yard hit for the Clockers. Yeah, I don't think she traveled 5 yards or controlled it 5 yards before it went into the circle, but it's hard to tell from here. Nice pass by the Clockers upfield. Wild stick, but there was nobody close by, so that wasn't called. That was Brown on the initial pass. And Forster on the wild swing. That would have been called dangerous if anybody had been close by. It wasn't intentional, of course. He just missed the ball, but it would be called a foul and considered dangerous. That's off red if it goes out. Stays in the circle. Clockers. Control. Forster again. Shot. Passed out by the Holliston defense. It's outside the circle, but stays inbounds. Fought for there by Forster. Violation is called against her. Holliston will have the ball. Free hit at the 10, 11. Again, the Clockers are 5 yards away. It's intercepted. Controlled by the Clockers. Again, early in this third quarter, the Clockers are still maintaining control and not allowing the Panthers to get out of their defensive end. Forced to the free hit. She tries to make it. Does get through. It was a poor attempt at a stop by the Holliston player. Again, controlled despite the ball being passed out to the 30. Controlled by the Clockers. That's number 12. I haven't called her number yet, Hannah Roberts. Roberts gets it in. It's over to Forster on the right wing. Forster takes a shot which misses goal, goes out of bounds. 16-yard hit for the Panthers. And early on, as I said, the Clockers are picking up where they left off, controlling the ball, not necessarily getting a lot of shots or a lot of challenging the goaltender, but they're certainly keeping it out of the offensive, the Holliston offensive end. As I say that, there's a pass across net. There's a long dribble downfield on the far side. Holliston controls. It is saved by Larson. There's a repeat shot. I didn't see who stopped that one. That was a high one. 16. It was about waist or chest high on the Ashland player, which probably would have been considered dangerous. In any case, he allowed it to go out of bounds, and the Clockers have a 16-yard hit. Pass goes out, not touched by anybody until a Holliston player picks it up on the far side. Number 11, it looked like, or 12 possibly, Ledoux. Whistle blows. Violation on the Clockers. Free hit for Holliston. Looked like Lanigan taking it there. That was inside the 25. She did dribble at 5. It did go into the circle. Ref is signaling a foot on the Clockers. Free hit was outside the circle. Comes back out. Sent back in. Oh. No save there by Larson, but it does go wide. Picked up by the Panthers. out of bounds off of Forster, so it'll be a side in. Number 6 taking it, Malvey for the Panthers. No, there's no control. That went into the circle. I don't know why that wasn't called. That was inside the 25, and she sent it directly into the circle. Ashland foot on the far side, controlled by the Clockers. She dribbles in on that far side. Inside the 30, inside the 25, inside the 20. Chases it down, takes a shot or a pass across net on goal. It's stopped by the Ashland defense. Sent back out, comes back in. Controlled by the Clockers. Oh, intercepted by Holliston. Again, it was attempted a shot on goal. It hits an Ashland foot, and there's a corner called. This is the first corner of the second half for either team. 9:15 to go in quarter number 3. The Ashland defense has set up with Larson in goal and her 4 defensive players. Whistle blows, injection comes in, it's outside the circle, it is back in. Number 4 takes a shot, and it's in. I don't know if that was deflected off of a white stick or not. It doesn't matter. It was a legal shot on goal, and it did go in. And I said, no, number 4, Hastings, took that shot. If she takes the shot and it deflects in goal off of a white stick, it's a goal. So Holliston has tied it up with 8:38 to go in the third quarter. Several subs come in. Ashland will take the start at the 50. Again, she doesn't have to go back with it. She can go forward. You can dribble or drive it. Just a short dribble and passes it to the wing on this side, which I think is Forster. Forster dribbles, controls, just kept it just in bounds. It's a weak drive inside the 10. It makes it into the circle, briefly passed out of bounds off a red stick. It'll be a 25-yard hit for the Clockers. So that'll come straight out from where it went out of bounds. Forster picks up the ball and passes it out to a Tripp, and she takes it, puts it on the 25. She takes a free hit. She passes it. That's 5 yards. That count. That's fine. It's inside the circle. No, that was a foot on Tripp. Free hit. Holliston intercepted by Tripp, and she dribbles down. Clockers are still controlling the ball despite that goal. Oh, deflection, save by the Holliston goalie. Again, I'd like to give her credit for that. She's got number 60 on, and I don't have a 60 down here. 99 is Gallipo. That might be her. I don't know. And there's a corner called. So the Clockers have their first corner of the second half. The injector is Katz, I believe. Whistle blows. Pass comes out. Top of the circle. Outside. It's intercepted. Back in. Taken back by Tripp. Tripp tries to get a shot off. It's deflected to the side and controlled by Holliston. Almost goes out of bounds. Again, Ashland does a good job of keeping it in, but this second half, they're not keeping it in for the long periods that they had it in the first half. So Holliston's doing a better job of keeping that ball in the offensive end, but it is up and down the field. Nobody's really dominating one way or the other. Oh, nice play. Nice play there by Erin Hickey. She passes it to the wing on the far side, which is, and a shot inside the circle, shot taken, blocked by Holliston. I think that was Katz taking the shot. I'm not sure, though. Ball stays in bounds, saved by the Clockers. Tripp dribbles in, gets open, shot. Deflected by the Holliston defense. Fought for inside the circle. It's sent out by Holliston, but taken possession again by the Clockers. Passes it back into the circle. He's free. She's free in front of the net. Oh, mishits. Shot again. What do you got? I thought she called corner. She did. Excellent. It must have hit that weak shot that the Ashland player took. Must have hit the foot of a Holliston defensive player. Yeah, she was a little off balance. I couldn't tell who that was, but she didn't get the mustard on that shot that I'm sure she would have wanted. Anyhow, Cats, the injection, it comes out. It's outside the circle. It's back in. Shots taken, deflected off a Holliston player. Again. Oh, it's in. Yes. That looked like it was number 10. The shot was taken. It was saved, I think, by the Holliston goalie. And trying to get a better look at the number of the player. No, that was 16. 16, that was Erin Hickey that scored the goal. So very quickly the Clockers respond and taking the lead back at 2-1. And there's a timeout called on the field. I don't know who took it, but I'm guessing it's Holliston. There's 5:09 to go in the third quarter. The Clockers have taken a lead. Taking the lead back, that is, 2-1. Each team is allowed one timeout per game. So if Holliston did take this timeout, that's their only opportunity to stop the clock and regroup after that goal by the Clockers, which helped them retake the lead. Beautiful day here at Cunis Field. Sun is setting to our left, still high in the sky. We have around a 7 o'clock, 7:05 sunset today on the 11th of September. The Clockers opened up last week. They played two tough teams in the TVL. They played Norwood and who they lost to. And I'm trying to remember who the other team was that they played. Norwood and Dedham, maybe? I'm not sure. But they lost both games. So I think this would be, if they could maintain the lead, maybe score an insurance goal here, that would be their first win of the season. Okay, on the whistle, Holliston will take the free hit to restart the game after the goal. Again, that doesn't have to go back. It goes back 10, 12 yards. Controlled. Ashland's on it. Nice control on the far side by that Holliston player whose number I can't identify right now, but is finally stopped by the Clockers before she gets into the circle. Stick edge drive by the Ashland defense down there. I think it might have been Allie Hickey or Brooke Nathanson. I can't tell for sure. Free hit, Clockers from their own 25. Pass makes it through. Several players. Nice. That's Maddie Reynolds, and she controls it and passes it to her teammate who's inside the circle, trying to get another shot on goal here. Shot and a goal. No, it's unable to get a shot off, but they control the ball, and it stays inside the 25. Clock is trying to get it back into the circle. Holliston drives it out. Intercepted by the Clockers again on that far side. That wing is doing a great job over there. I want to get a number for her and give her credit. She gets it into the circle. It's nearly controlled. It's a weak shot on goal. Stopped by the Holliston defense. Sent out. Another shot on goal. Again stopped by the Holliston defense. Looked like it was hit her body, but that wasn't called. Across net by the Clockers. Nobody there to pick it up and take a shot. It's controlled on the far side by Holliston, and she finally dribbles it out of bounds. So it'll be a free hit for Ashland, side in. Again, controlled. Nice passing by the Clockers, too. This is killing time and maintaining an opportunity to score another goal here. The shot on goal was stopped by the defense, didn't get through to the goalie, and we have a corner call. Penalty corner called for the Clockers. 2:49 to go here in quarter number 3. I'm sure Coach Foley and Coach Muspelli are hoping for an insurance goal here. 2-goal lead going into the fourth quarter would be really nice. Fake shot. Shot on goal, driven out by, didn't make it through to the goalie, driven out by the Holliston defense. And again, she dribbles it out of bounds. I don't know why she picked it up. Clearly she dribbled out of bounds. It's side in for the Clockers. It does make it through the defense and gets into the circle briefly. Intercepted there by Holliston. Alyssa Brown, the control on the far side. She apparently in 21. She passes it up to Ellie Hickey. Hickey tries to pass it back, but it goes out of bounds. It's a side in for Holliston. Again, twice Holliston drove it into the Ashland player. Again, those were hold whistles. They were fouls, but official can rule that those were intentional and give it to Ashland on the play. But he didn't see it that way. Pass again. It looks like it's going out of bounds off of Ashland. It stays in. No, he called it out. Off of Red. White side in. Pass up. She's open. And instead of dribbling past the defense, he tries to pass it through. It hits Holliston's stick and stays out of the circle. Again, she's got another chance there. It's in, nope, not in the circle yet. Still bouncing around just outside the circle, and it's driven out of bounds on the far side. Looks like it probably was Holliston that drove it out there. Yep, it's a side in Clockers. Pass, legal. And it's out of bounds? Out of bounds, yep. Out of bounds off Red. That was a legal pass. The Ashland player, that was Maddie Reynolds, who was standing just outside the circle. Got possession of the ball and took it, or tried to get it into the circle where it went out of bounds off of Red. Again, Red is trying to get it down into their offensive end. Unable to. Side in White. Miss hit. Intercepted by Holliston. Foot by Ashland. There'll be a free hit by the clock. He's pointing the other way. Yeah, it is Clocker. I mean, it is the Holliston ball. I'm sorry, lost track of the time. That's the end of the third quarter. Horn went off. Clockers take a 2-1 lead into the fourth quarter here at Cunis Field. I'm sure they can taste the win right now. 15 more minutes. The Clockers can, if they can shut the Panthers out, and maybe score another goal, an insurance goal or two. It's a perfect day to be outside today. There's no wind. The sun is nice and warm. Temperature is in the, I think, high 70s. And we are back here at Cunis Field at the start of the, for the start of the fourth quarter in the game between the Clockers and the Panthers. This is Bob Terosian here at Walker Field. I keep saying Walker Field. That's the old place, Cunis Field. I apologize to Grump Walker and to Bill Cunis. On the whistle, Holliston will have the ball. Whistle blows. Pass goes back about 12 yards again. Controlled by the Panthers, and they get it over the 50. But it's intercepted there by the Clockers. Nice play by Hickey. Pass up to Forster. Forster controls. She dribbles down, passes it into the circle. It's controlled by the Clockers. Oh, but saved by the goalie. It was a shot on goal by Ashland. Forster passed it across to the wing on that far side, whose number I didn't get, and she took the shot on goal, which was saved. Again, it wasn't a very challenging save by the Holliston goalie, but the ball goes back upfield. Ledoux, the control there by Holliston, but there's a violation. It's a free hit, Ashland, from their own 35, and that's a nice pass. Makes it, oh, too bad. Yeah, that was a nice pass. Traveled about 40 yards upfield. Clockers had the numbers at the 30, but it hit Forster's foot. Again, taken away by Ashland. Nice possession, pass across, unable to get a shot off. Ball's inside the circle, controlled there by, almost. That was a nice centering pass by Tripp. I think that was Forster who was unable to get it. It did go out of bounds off of White, so it'll be a 16-yard hit for the Panthers in it, and it's uncontrolled, out of bounds, side in White. And the ball is on the 25, so this has to move 5 yards or be passed before it goes into the circle. It's not touched by Forster, and it's out of bounds. So it'll be a 16-yard hit. I'm trying to help you with that. You know, if it's inside the 25, that there's a reason why the ball doesn't immediately go into the circle, because they're trying to pass it or control it 5 yards before it goes in. Again, Forster intercepts that pass by Holliston, slows the play down. The Clockers are just out hustling Holliston at every turn. At this point, with 12:25 to go in the game, the Clockers deserve to win this game. They have to keep it up for another 12 minutes. Keep Holliston off the scoreboard. There's a long pass to the sideline by the Holliston defense from inside the circle, so it'll be a side in for the Clockers. Pass again is sent to the wing down deep. She's able to control it. Doesn't get it into the circle, but Ashland maintains possession. It's in the circle now, and no touch. No touch there by Red. It goes out of bounds off White, so it's a 16-yard hit. That circle is 16 yards away from the net, so that's why we call it a 16-yard hit. It's a semicircle around the net. Okay, again a 16.
Nice job, Bridget.
Forster is there, marking. Unable to stop the ball, but it is picked up by the Ashland defense. It's number 22, Brooke Nathanson. Nathanson does a good job of sending it up the forwards. That's an obstruction on Red. It'll be a White ball. And again, she sends it up. That's Tripp to Forster in the circle, shot on net. Doesn't make it through, stopped by the defense. Another shot, misses wide, and that will go out of bounds off of Ashland. So and it went out of bounds on the sideline, so it'll be a side in down deep for Red. I don't know why she's moving that forward. Oh, it was touched by Holliston. So it's Ashland ball. Side in. Controlled. 5 yard requirement was met, but the pass receiver was unable to control it and get it into the circle, and Holliston makes a nice move downfield. About 40 yards, 50 yards, over the 50. Down to the 40, the 30. 20, controlling it on that far side nicely. She's being marked up and slowed down by the Ashland defensive player. I think that's Quit over there. Free hit is taken again. It's in the circle, and I don't know why it was not called. Okay, it's out of bounds, and I don't know what to call it. I think it's a 25 for red. Yeah, it is. It went off of Ashland, so Holliston will have the free hit from the 25. She passes it back. It meets the requirement of being dribbled or controlled 5 yards, and now Holliston tries to get into the... Again, it's stopped. Oh, excellent pass. We can make a lot of progress on this. Open field. Open field. Is that Forster? Yes, that's Forster. Dribbles all the way downfield. Control it. Yeah, control it. Don't try to get it in. Yeah, control. There you go. Nice play. Into the circle. Deflection shot by the player in front of the net. It looked like it might have been Brown. Comes back out. Picked up by Holliston. Wide open play now. Wide open play. And she almost dribbled it out of bounds. It's taken away by Hickey, Allie Hickey. Forster. Not Forster. That was Tripp. Tripp to Forster. Forster has it now. Foot. Holliston foot. No, she didn't call it. Yep, she did. Okay. Oh, bad pass. Nice play by the Holliston player to take it away from the Ashland player. But again, the Ashland defense slows it down. Hickey passes it forward. It's deflected high off a red stick, but it's not dangerous. It's not called. Controlled there by Brown. Brown gets it into the... Is she in the circle? Almost. She's in now. Intercepted by Holliston. Pass back out. A little bit of bumping going on there. Official sees it in favor of the Clockers. It's a free hit Clockers from the 30. Intercepted by Holliston. Looked like an Ashland foot over there. No, yeah, Ashland foot. You can see she raised her foot and it still hit her. Free hit Holliston. Out of bounds. Side in. Nope, he wants it on the field. The only real strategic difference from a side in to a ball on the field is if it is on the field, it opens up the passing lanes a little bit more. There's no, it's that close to the sideline. There's no real big difference. Anyhow, that pass was attempted by Red to a teammate and not touched, so it's a 16-yard hit for the Clockers. There's 6:50 to go in the game. Clockers clinging to a 1-goal lead, 2-1. That was a red foot. Controlled by Ashland. That's why the whistle wasn't blown. Keep the play moving. Yep, there was a kick there. Yep, he said on the line. I could hear him from here, so it was a side in. Again, Holliston is trying to tie this game up, but fortunately the Clockers' defense is standing strong. And they're making these type of drives into the offensive end, again by Forster. A pass across, nobody there to pick it up, but I thought it hit a foot. She did slow it down. Forster again into the circle. Attempted a deflection by Osteris. I wouldn't call it a shot on goal. She was trying to deflect it. It was stopped by the Panther defense. We're down to 5:40 to go. Forster again sends it down. It's out of bounds off red. Side in white. No need to rush. Clock's on your side. Clock's your friend. Timeout called. He seemed to point at the red side. So that first timeout in the first half must have been called by Ashland, and this one called by Holliston. So both teams have used their one timeout they're allowed during the game. So the clock will run now unless somebody scores a goal or if there's an injury. At this point, coaching strategy, if Holliston called it, I think she probably wants to give her players a rest. make one last push these last 5 minutes to try to tie the game up. There is no time in the overtime in the regular season in field hockey, so it would end as a tie. Let's hope the Clockers can maintain the 1-goal lead. The timeout time apparently is being kept by the official on the far sideline. Oftentimes there's a function on the scoreboard that, and there is actually, and nobody turned it on, so we don't know how much time is left. The scoreboard would count down the 2 minutes. I'm guessing they're probably, with this hot, I didn't call it hot, considering all the weather we came through this past summer, but the warm sun beating down, the officials are giving them an extra few seconds to recover. Okay, Forster is going to the ball, which is on the near sideline. It's a free hit, side in for the Clockers. Forster is going to take it on the whistle. 5 minutes to kill here. Or a goal to get. A 2-goal lead would be pretty difficult for, and that's, okay, somebody touched it, so it's legal. It went into the circle. I think it was touched by Holliston. Anyhow, Holliston controls it, brings it out of the circle. I would say that violation's again Ashland. Yep, she got in the way. She was blocking her progress. So it's a free hit. Free hit Holliston. Takes it through, goes by the first defender. It's out of bounds. Off of Ashland. Or maybe a foot there. Foot call on Ashland. Holliston has the ball. Nice interception. That was excellent. Again, that's going to kill 30 seconds to 45 seconds, even if it kicks back out. But there's a violation on Holliston. Ashland's got the free hit just outside the circle. She needs 5 yards past her dribble before she can go in. She's back. Oh, she probably should have let 21 take it. Yeah, Hickey would have been better to let Hickey get the pass. Okay, that was a very short foray into the offensive end for the Clockers. Down to 4 minutes. A lot of clock watching going on now with a 2-1 game. Whistle. Yep, we're going Ashland. Nice, makes it through, yes. She's in, foot, controls it, no whistle. No, I guess official felt she didn't get a chance to properly control. So it's a free hit just outside the circle. There you go, there's your 5 yards. It can go in now, and it does. And it's off of, no signal. No, I guess it was off of Holliston, so it's a 25-yard hit. There was no signal there. Nice pass. Back out. Attempt to send it into the circle is mishit by Allie Hickey. We come to the near side. That's Oliveira, who controls the ball all the way into the circle before that's a nice play by Quitt to break up the possible shot on goal, and she was tripped by Oliveira. So it'll be Clocker ball at the 16 for a free hit. We're down to 2:30. I don't think that Holliston player was 5 yards away on that free hit. If you're not 5 yards away, you can't be the first one to touch that ball. Now that's red off of red. White side in. Again, take your time. Take your time. Don't rush. The clock is your friend. We're down to 2 minutes. Clock is still running. We're down to 2 minutes to go. Foot. Yep. Now they'll be on the field rather than a side in. Makes it through, but it's off white, I believe. Yep, it is. I don't think it touched the red player. So, but they're going the wrong way. I guess it did touch a red player. Side in white. We've just killed about a half a minute with all this back and forth, inbounds, out of bounds, which is fine. Clock is clinging to a 2-1 lead. Controlled in midfield there by by Tripp. And Brown. Nice. Almost made it into the circle. Fought hard there, fought hard. Nice defense. Forster again playing good defense as well. That's a Holliston foot, not called. Oh, boy.
Get in there, Anna. Get that stick in there.
Okay. Alyssa Brown on the far side trying to get it into the circle. She's unsuccessful, but we're down to 20 seconds to go in the game. One more stop, and the Clockers can rack up a 2-1 victory over the Panthers. There you go. That should do it. We're down to 10 seconds. And we're down to 1-0, and there's the whistle, and the Clockers have taken a 2-1 win here at Cunis Field against the Holliston Panthers. Thank you for joining us here, and we look forward to telecasting another game. The one on the schedule that we're slated to do is on October 4th, a Friday, against Bellingham, 3:30 start. And we'll look forward to talking to you then. This is Bob Terosian signing off from beautiful Cunis Field here with a 2-1 victory for the Ashland Clockers.